Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you
Yeah, boy.
again. See you again.
Swag. Debated. Boy. Say goodbye to your channel points, you bitch. Also say goodbye to this hideous camera setting. Hold on. Right, let's go over here and do this right quick. Configure the video, of course. We're going to do it like that. Look at how clean it is. So easy. So easy. Ooh, daddy. Oh wait, can you actually see that in the back? Oh, you can't make that out. Okay, you can't make out what it is. I should show it one day on stream. I should finish it on stream. But yeah, that looks. There you go. That looks good. Yes, you can't see it. Well, I should probably go this way, I guess. You can't see it, but this yellow bit of frame that you see, that is a canvas. I can't tell you for sure 100% how long this canvas has been in that state, but it's a painting that I began, a cyberpunk painting that I began, emphasis on began, and it's been in this beginning state for, I don't know, two years, maybe. Well, probably longer. I don't know. It's been a while. Okay, it's been a while. I will finish it eventually because I kind of hyped to see what it'll look like when it's done. To be honest, also a little bit worried because if I fuck up the face, it'll be ruined, and I have to turn it into abstract something. Hello feed. Oh, we got somebody over there on Kick. Why, hello there, True Pog Champ. What is going on? Pro streamer, by the way. YouTube stream not running? Ah, that's fine. Let's see. Is it on, though? Yeah, it is. It is on. I guess there was some kind... Wait a minute. What do you mean not running? Is YouTube receiving some signal and it's like black? All black? Or is just there is just no activity on YouTube whatsoever? Nia Bukada Malsen ask Necro. Do I have to ask her that? I feel like I don't want to do that. Rhymegrad 71 months in a row. Thank you very much. Still gotta farm my dumb sister for the Tenant McBobby. Forgot the weapon name. That's funny. I just triggered mine. Just now before the stream, I triggered mine and spontaneously decided, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and stream. Fuck it. Now back to reasonable existence in chat. What do you think about Folly's beam rifle? Honestly, I don't like it. I don't. Not that it's bad or anything. It's probably very, very, very powerful. It just doesn't feel right. It feels funky. Something. I don't know what it is. Something's weird. Good night, hello, Shunan. Well, it's been 2 years. I expect it will be completed in 2 more years. Let's give it another 2 years. Yeah, sure. That seems reasonable. No feed. YouTube says it's waiting for you to start stream. Now ask her what it means when I say it to you. Okay. Hello, Rose. Hello, Wrath. Oh, waiting for you to go live. Let me show you my Necros build in fashion. Hit me. Tried it with Blast? No, I don't do stuff with Blast. Ah, Necra, hello. Necra, Swagbraham wants me to ask you something. He wrote in the chat. Nia Bukadar Malsen, I think. I'll hit you on the forehead with your stug. That was a nice save. It feels odd to me too. I know it's not weak, but it doesn't have any weight behind it to me. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it. It feels I don't know. Guns feel like guns, but Folly's ink gun feels like that's what it feels like. I don't like the feel of it, so yeah, whatever. The blast inherits the execute mechanic damage, making it act like a combustion beam, but actually good. but actually good. Okay. Which idiot wrote that? Swagbraham? I thought you were a toxic person, sorry. Swag is a good guy. I can't guarantee that languages, different foreign languages, are going to be accurate or whatever. I don't know. I hit you with the build. I did. Is he? Well, debatable. Am I? Swag, it was very nice. It was very nice for me to see you in the chat today. Because it's I mean, it might as well be Easter already. So it's Easter, and the Easter Bunny already brought me a huge egg in the shape of your forehead. So I'm very, very happy about that. Arya, why hello there? Arya, please tell me that it is a day off for you. It is an evening off and you are not about to go to work. Please forgive my mistake. It's okay. It's okay. All good. All good. Kinda wish the AI would be a bit better, not gonna lie. The AI for what? For who? For where? Oh, for your Necros build? I suspect. Says the bald bitch. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I took Spanish in high school, and I only remember a handful of phrases and such. I mean, when you take Spanish, or the only takeaway that you need is "ay papi," that's the only thing that you need. The rest doesn't matter. The less is literally secondary. Your head is actually egg-shaped. I'll add 2 more if you're not careful. No. Literally, my head isn't egg-shaped though. I have what fruit would be? What's that? What's that fucking pumpkin? That hourglass-shaped pumpkin? That's the head shape that I have. Probably not from the front. Are you kidding me? In 2 minutes, not a drill. All nightmare alerts will reward the operation resource as well. Either play Folly's Hunt and give Folly a kiss, or run the nightmare alerts. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Ay, papicito. Teresita. Ah, PogChamp, hello. I see you now. Well, I would have seen you before probably as well. It's just I just now noticed that you're texting over there on Kick. Please tell me that you are not a descendant from Necra. Wait a minute, we had some Necra has this content. I'm not gonna spoil what it is. She needs to do that on her own time, but she has this like content idea involving me. I guess in a sense you could call it her first official YouTuber collaboration. I guess. But if I don't know how soon that might happen. It might be a couple of months, might be a couple of weeks. I don't know. But if it does, I think it could be kind of cool. Day off is rich. I don't get those. That's sad. That's sad. Wait, I got one. I went to a concert and a rave. Well, at least there's that. That's good. That's good. No, you're not. You're not a descendant from Necra. Ah, finally, it has it has happened. Your name couldn't be more accurate, Mr. PogChamp, or Mrs. PogChamp, because I have a bit of a gripe with Kick, a fun gripe, not serious gripe. But listen, check this out. Check this out. I started YouTube things in, I think, 2015 or something. Okay. And long story short, unexpectedly, the channel eventually blew up and I became fairly well known within the Warframe community. Okay, cool. Then I got kind of annoyed with things that were the way things were going down, so I kind of quit the content creation thing. That's fine. Fast forward 2.5, 3-ish years, I'm back. Game is awesome. Game is very, very encouraging and motivating to play. But it's basically back on track. It had like a little dip where it was doing weird things, but now it's dope again. So I'm back too because I just happen to like making content. I just couldn't consume the brain rot that the game was at that time anymore in order to even make content in the first place. I just couldn't do it anymore. So, anyways, fast forward a little bit further. I am now in the process of kind of, well, I guess, as like a passive, reactivating all of my social media stuff. My social media presence. I'm streaming again. I'm making videos again. However, I can't, balancing it with IRL. And whatever happens, happens. If it, gets super successful again, cool. And if not, also okay. I don't mind that too much. But, here's the thing that kind of annoys me a little bit. I have just under, well, right now it's a little bit further away from 150,000, but just under, at my peak, just under 150,000 subs on YouTube, 25,000 followers on Twitch, right? Some, I don't know, a couple thousand on Twitter as well, and for a very, very, very long time, I was among the top 5 largest Warframe YouTubers. So, I assumed if I jump onto Kick as well, surely something will happen there. I can't expect it to be as grandiose as the other places, but something will happen there, you know. A couple of viewers, maybe 3, 4, 5 or so. Yeah, sure, why not? It should happen. That has not happened. That has not happened. What has happened is my whammon just out of the blue started streaming. I think I'm going to start streaming. And she does it across all the platforms as well. And unbelievable. Within like a week or so, she was already super established on Kick. She's not a super famous person or anything, but like she went from nothing to something in the shortest period of time. And I didn't promote her. I can't promote her on Kick. So her coming from nowhere playing Minecraft. She has like 20, 25 followers. She already has subscribers over there. She's making, is it 10 times? 10 times as much on Kick than I am. Not that the numbers are that large. I'm just making like 20 cents off of Kick. And she's making 10 times that. So like €2. It's not that severe. It's like 20 bucks or so that she's making, I think, or whatever. But hey, listen, anyways, what I'm saying is, every time I see somebody pop up in the chat from Kick, I'm like, cool, somebody showed up on Kick, yes. And then they're like, hey, Necro sent me. And I'm like, ah, son of a bitch. So it was like, ah, damn it, another viewer that I didn't kind of like get on my own, you know what I mean? So that would make you very, very special if you have nothing to do with her and you just came out of your own volition. And yes, that makes you a true PogChamp. Anyways, we grinding the update. Also, hello, Parsley. This is your 37th stream back. What? Already? 37. Yikes, that time flew very, very quick. Is it live? What? Oh, the operation? Yes, it seems to have just... Hold on, let me see if there's another red text. Yes, Achametum is now live. Zorba is your operation man for the goodies. Happy hunting. A C stream has since then. Damn, Jesus, your wife is one successful VTuber. She's not doing VTube. She's not doing VTube, thank God. Update, yes, I will. Yeah, I got streaks, I promise. I'm not just crazy. Not just crazy. Hello, Snowball. I'm on YouTube. I very much enjoy your content. I'm not on Kick, though. That's okay, that's okay. That's okay. I don't want to motivate anybody to go to Kick. I'm just saying, it's really funny that I have a little bit of momentum kind of cascading over onto Kick, right? My whammon has 0 momentum, and she just shows up, and her Kick explodes. You know? And I'm just like, God damn, it's just because you have boobs, you know? It's because you have boobs. And then she would say something like, people don't even see my face. And I'm like, still. Kidding, of course, but it's just kind of fun. But I'm very happy for her. I did not expect it to go that quickly, but yeah, she's kind of sympathetic. What can I say? She's quite likable. What's the operation about? New mission? I'm going to say something that you might not want to hear and might make you immediately go, ugh. But then immediately I'm going to say something that's going to make you probably say, oh, that's not so bad, though. The operation is basically just Folly's Hunt again. So go back and do Folly's Hunt and get the resource and crap for your clan event thing, right? That's essentially what it is. But, and I heard it first here in red text. I don't know if they mentioned that before, but all nightmare missions across the entire game will also drop it. So you don't have to do Folly's Hunt. You could also do any of the nightmare missions and you'll still get it. I assume they did that so that people don't get sick of it, you know? Okay, but I do need to update my my game. Necro's configuration. Let's look at the look first. Let's look at the look first. I like the purple. I think that dark purple is pretty decent on a Necros for energy color. I like that the Vauban heirloom thing on his head, it works surprisingly well on here. I don't think I like the tone of green or the PP citrus yellow gold, which is probably not your fault. Again. Okay, I'm gonna do my actual job. I love y'all. Stay funky fresh. Funky fresh. Dad, were you born in 1971? But thank you. Goodbye. Take it easy. It's really good for her though. Does she still stream on Twitch? Yeah, she streams parallel to everything. So my woman, she streams basically the same setup that I have. She does YouTube, Twitch, and Kick simultaneously because it's just become so easy and convenient to do so. Why not? And she does it usually in terms of time. It's 10 p.m. now. She starts about 5-ish hours ago. During weekdays, Monday through Friday. Well, except Friday, I think. So she streams during the weekdays from our 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. normally. Right? And 8 p.m. was 2 hours ago. So in that window is when she normally streams. Tomorrow, since it's like Easter and we're both off, I'm going to be streaming again. I actually don't remember what the schedule was. One of these days we're going to start her early stream together and kind of co-stream, and I'll just be streaming all fucking day. I'll just be a Necros. New ephemera looks kind of cool though. New ephemera. Update my game. Yeah, I'll update. I just need to, let me get these looks here out of the way right quick so the DMs don't disappear. Yes. Kamasato. See, Wrath, this is the only thing that I didn't look for. This one and this one, because I think it was you who spoke about the full caster, summoner guy thing, right? Okay, you went with shield for the tanking, I'm guessing. Okay, a lot of strength is all of this here. Original. It is, yes. Okay, so that's the strength, fast deflection. Yeah, I mean, okay, equilibrium, sure, why not? Arcane intent. What's their strength though? The damage multiplier. And what's the speed multiplier? Do they have a speed multiplier? They don't. Well, I guess you probably don't need Shield of Shadows, but there's another one. How does this here feel? Want a full summoner build? Yeah. 3 yellow shards, cast 4 in 3 working days. Yeah, if it feels good, like it looks decent. Oh, Jizo of the Pizzo. Oh no, wait, it's Lizo Ao. And what else did you send me? How about Atlas and Nezha? Okay, we can do that right quick too before I log off. Log off, sorry. Reload. Dope. Mean looking. Too dark though. But mean looking. The hell is that jittery thing on his back? Oh, is that a new ephemera? The fuck is that? Dope. Yeah, dope. Not bad at all. Okay. Let me quickly go ahead and reload. No, Parsley, you texted me. Text me again. Let's go to here for a second. Don't worries. Don't worries. Oh my god, learn fucking English. It feels great. It's fun for the Vulban Heirloom Signum mainly. Yeah, beautiful. That's what it needs to be. Multiple armpit owners. I'm glad you didn't say sniffers or enjoyers or something like that, because then I very much would have questioned you. Is that something? Is that like odd? Is that like a strange fetish or something to be into armpits, or is that like something that's generally acceptable? I wouldn't know, but I am curious. Like we've discussed the topic of feet from time to time. My personal stance is I find feet hideous. I can't, right? But I totally accept that people just happen to have fetishes, and feet just happens to be one of them. What do I care? You know, what do I care? I wouldn't look down on someone that's into feet. I would be more fascinated to try to understand why than anything else, you know? But yeah. Ah, Parsley, look at you. Look at you go. Polly, feast your eyes. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, that is very pink, but very gorgeous. That's a very pretty Folly. Very, very pretty. Very bold choice for the ink colors, but it works. It's like the, going this bright with these kinds of colors can easily become too much, and I think you went to the maximum that you could before it became too much. Like, this is still colorful, vibrant, not radioactive proc on the eyeballs. I think a tick brighter or a little bit more neon, and it would have been too much. This is I think very, very nice. She's pretty, but it looks like there's a theme. She reminds me of something. A heartbeat ephemera. Okay. Came with the codas. Oh, I didn't even notice. I don't use these, but I use equilibrium. Yeah, of course. Not sniffing one armpit a day is enough. Just trying that build out. I very much probably will. Armpits are about the same as feet in terms of popularity. I guess that would probably make sense. Well, judging. I know this is for Easter time, perfectly on point for the theme. But a strange topic. But I don't know. It's just crossing my mind for no particular reason. Judging by the reaction of the chat, I think it's fair to assume no one here happens to have a foot or armpit fetish. So I ask those of you who do not have an affinity for mentioned body parts, if you'd have to choose, if your life depended on it, and you'd have to choose one or the other, like, what would you choose? Like, the longer you think about it, the more complicated it gets, in my opinion. You know, I think, goddamn. I don't know, man. I don't know. No. I feel like it should be easy to answer for me, but it just isn't. I don't know. I don't kink shave, it's consensual, and everyone is an adult enjoying themselves. I couldn't care less. Right. I struggled with the ink. Really? Doesn't look like you did. Set you my Octavia. Look at it, please. Okay, I was thinking about subsuming one for Empower and cast Empower before 4, but I kind of wanted to keep his kit original. Yeah. I get it. That would have been a valid way to go, but I mean, do you really need that much extra power on it? Does it even do anything? I don't think so. Probably not that much. Very cool for maximum summoner power. Yeah. Why choose? Just for argument's sake. I cannot handle strong smells, so I'd have to be a foot fetish gal, I guess. But both can smell. And I think it's fair to say that both smell distinctly different. On the other hand, I don't know, man. It kind of depends. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Armpit? I ain't going for the feet. I think feet is kind of better than armpits, but both are bad in my opinion. It was hard trying to find something that wasn't completely crazy. This is not completely crazy at all, I would say. I sent you some more fashions too, because I spent a lot of time last few days trying to fashion up for my characters. Okay. Not the same color pattern. Okay, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll have a look. The problem with armpits is the appeal is presumably the smell. Sure. That's for people who are into it, though. Right now, we're assuming that no one present at the moment happens to be into either armpits or feet. So for us who don't have that kind of interest in those things, it's harder. Like we view it differently. Like I don't find the smell of armpits appealing at all. Natural odor, unscented with like no perfume or whatever. I don't mind. I don't think it smells good. It's not a good body smell like fresh baby or something like that. It's not a good body smell, you know? But it's not terrible either. Of course, if you don't shower for a couple of days, it's a different story. But just that natural odor that you would have if you don't use soap or whatever, I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me or anything. But I'm definitely not attracted to it either. And for feet, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I really, if I'd have to choose, I want to say my safety choice, like the lesser evil of the two, would probably be the armpits, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I couldn't. I don't think there's any way that I could deal with feet. Like I just no. I think I could put it this way. When I see or think of armpits, I'm like, no, it's an armpit. And, you know, I'm neutral toward them. But with feet, I have this tidbit of ill. You know, ill feet. I don't like feet, man. Feet are just dumb. There's stupid looking body parts. Ugh. No. I love an armpit that is shaved and smells like flowers, though. You can say that for any fleshy body part. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go with the Octavia. Oh, damn! For a second, I did not recognize that was Octavia. It looked a lot like Volt for some reason. Green Octavia is something I don't think I've ever seen either. That is a very, very bold choice for Octavia. I feel like I've misrepresented myself here. Too late. Natural odor? Hell no. You find natural body odor repulsive? Like, is it that bad? Lucio from Overwatch? No, we don't play Overwatch, so I wouldn't know. This isn't bad. Surprisingly, I don't mind. If you had told me, hey, I have a green Octavia, I would have been like, ew, throw it in the trash. First instinct. But this works just fine. Of course, the gold is a little bit too yellow. Disclaimer, that's probably not your fault because that is often misrepresented, as Jovia just mentioned. And yeah, so this is fine. I can get down with that. What do we have in here? A Revenant from Wrath. Okay. Well, if you don't shower, yes, but normal odor like mild, uncontrollable, it's whatever. Does it kill? Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about weeks of homelessness and no access to any water. That's not the kind of that too is a natural body odor, sure, but that's like an extreme. That's not what we're talking about. What I'm talking about, if you shower today, the way you'll smell tomorrow without necessarily sweating your ass off and not wiping or washing your body parts after certain things, right? That's not what we're talking. Just normal, regular, normal body odor is fine for most people. Some people, unfortunately, they just smell. They just smell, right? They can't help it, but some people do just feel, they just smell, you know. All right, so this Revenant, This is maybe the most Eidolon void stricken revenant that I have seen, possibly. I really like the vibes. The vibes seem very on point. This should be the default revenant in a sense. But at the same time, there's something I don't like, and I can't see it. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense.
Come on. Kill me, I'm here, kill me!
It's nice though. He's very cool. He's very cool. Oh, an Umbra. Hello. Is it gonna be the cracked mask though? That's the real questions. Gotta go. See you later. See you later, PogChamp. Thank you very much for hanging out for a little while. Oh, okay. It's Arthur's dumb head. This is a bit extreme blue compared to the rest, but I feel like with all the cloths and stuff that's kind of intentional. And he could be like some kind of a... It reminds me of something in Anthem, but I can't put my finger on it. Maybe like a... Was it Anthem? Like a Royal Guard kind of something? Something that looks like Eisen. I'll try to replicate that now. Ooh, cool. You know, for some reason it should be white with red ends. Wait a minute, what? The Syndana? Ah, the Syndana is bugged. Okay, hold on. Wait, let's try it. We'll try it. Let's try to reload it. Maybe. Nah. Okay. Still fine though. Kind of smooth. A Loki. Okay. I am infinitely annoyed about this clipping right here. This that's unacceptable. I assume that's no accident, but it's bothering me a little bit. And other than that, I mean, it's just a clean basic Loki. He's not very spectacular, fashion-wise, one way or another. So, yeah, that's fine. I need to check my funds. Maybe I can get the infested Hildren skin. Oh, look at that, Hildren. It better not be in the infested one. It is not. Haha, good. Good. I would have been mega jealous if yes. Need to move around like a color, so okay. I sent you 2 other fashions I'm proud of. Alright. Interesting. I'm almost leaning towards saying that the blue gold here is not the greatest, but metallics, you always have to be very, very careful with the shiny metallics in Warframe, I've noticed. But I said almost. It seems like this Hildren comes from another universe and is a superior form of Hildren or something like that, and it somehow still kind of works. Like, this is a color configuration I would probably never use for myself. I'd probably swipe past it, be like, no. But seeing it just now out of my control, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Very, very true to Hildren with her, you know, base energy color and everything. I don't hate it. I will say that Hildren is kind of busy though. Not your Hildren specifically, just generally. Hildren Prime is a pretty busy frame. Fashion-wise, she's a bit a little bit challenging, a little bit. Okay, so what do we have? Hydroid. This is... Oh, cool. I've never noticed that he has Mr. Penguin hands. This is a Duviri Hydroid. Hildred has a lot to consider with her fashion. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sanctum. Yes, very, very... he's too black and white to me. To me, this Hydroid is just too black and white. It looks good, though. It looks good for a water frame that looks like he was born in an ashtray. Right? It looks pretty good. But, I don't know. I miss the life, the vibrance out of this here. What else do you have? A Boobin. Mother trained manufacturing. Now, how about this one? Okay. Better. But the guy I saw had a different helmet. Okay. It reminded you of Aizen. Yeah, I'll see that in a second, though. But if that's Deviria Hydroid, where's Cat Girl Ashy cosplay? He is gray and black. Thank you very much. This one here is better, but also very, very grayish. But it's better, though. It's better. It has those sparkles and stuff. The gold isn't... It's not dead. It has some really, really, really subtle color in there, as does the cape. And also, I don't know if you considered that and did that on purpose, but I'm noticing it. Is if you look at the cape, like I'm not a fan of this cape. I feel like it has a meh shape to it and everything, but they do synchronize very, very nice with Vauban's overall shape, because he has the same shapes everywhere, especially the helmet. Straight down, triangle shaped, pillar shaped, elongated. That theme is almost like fractals. You can find throughout his entire skin, everywhere. It's a replication of the same shape everywhere. And if you considered that and used this cape just for that reason, how very astute of you. Not bad at all. Oh, also a Loki. Okay.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
No! No one will be noticed. How do I send my look? Scooter. Scooter. I'm gonna assume you're on PC, because then it's the easiest. You go into any chat in the game, a friend chat, a public chat, doesn't matter. Just type /W. That's to whisper me. Then you type this IGN up here, Cephalon_Gizo. So /W, Cephalon_Gizo, and then some kind of a message, hello or whatever, and then you'll pop up in my DMs, and then you can immediately send your thingamadingy via that. You can also add me and everything if you want to, but that would be the direct, easy way. Right. This Loki. I'm not a fan of the dead colors kind of thing. All gray, all lifeless shells, that kind of thing. It does remind me, this particular Loki reminds me a little bit of Pitch Black. Some of you are probably old enough for Pitch Black. And remember the certain main character, not as only Fast and the Furious, but yes. Oh no, I have messages. Shit. So yeah, I think I like this dead Loki a little bit better than the other one earlier. That was that had some color, but was also just simple. I think this one, I think I might like this better, maybe. And I think it's fair to say that this kind of like, you know, ashy kind of Loki, it suits him better. You know, it suits him better. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay, so we got that Loki. We got Dorkbraham. Also a Loki. Okay, okay, okay. We got some color. There's the IGN right there. Thank you very much, Yoko. I don't use that Sindana and on any other frame beside Boobin. Okay, there you go. I know Pitch Black. Watched it a few times. Same. That was pretty. It was a pretty good movie when it was released back then. It was kind of different. It was very, very cool. Very, very cool. You know, when someone tells me they're a Loki main and they send me a fashion, then I would expect to see something along these lines. Not because of the color, not because of the whatever, but just this is elaborate, you know? Kind of. I don't know if you see it, but I feel like to me the skin and this fucking animation, this kind of screams like something that only a main would bother going through whatever swag went through to make this Loki look and feel the way this Loki does. Not because it's super extravagant, it's just, I don't know, there's just some vibe there. It just screams, I'm a Loki main. You can't change my mind, or something like that. Looks good though. The animation sucks, but he does look good. Looks nice. Okay, what else do we have? Ah, Scooter! Damn, you were fast as fuck, boy. Scooter, what do you got? Oh, a Folly! Yes, let's have a look. Well, I mean, base Folly, just a little bit more white. Porcelain Folly. Porcelain Folly. Like a teacup. Like a teacup Folly. Yeah, I mean, it was basically base Folly. It doesn't look bad. It looks fine. Do we have more? Okay, here come the floods. Is that another Folly? Wait, we've seen this. Yeah, that's the one with the super pink. Work with Valkyrie the other day inspired me to fiddle a bit. My work with... Oh, here it is. My work with Valkyrie? What did I do with Valkyrie? What are those tore up threads? Why, hello? I keep forgetting that her corsage has so much going on with it. The Galaxy skin, man. So nice. It's good looking. Very, very good looking. I really like tore up threads like that. She's nice. She's nice. Octavia, didn't we see the Octavia? Yeah, right, the green Octavia, but Titania is new. I'm not having that. The Oneiro Agile is a great animation. Thank you very much for the follow, Matsumoto69. That was good. That was pretty good. Welcome to the Army of Peasants. Oh, man. Hello, Loki man, and has never used that animation, but I see what you mean. Ah, okay, good. Set you by Citrin Titania. I do see in the DMs that there's something happening there. Love the Saidana though. This is another Tron Titania that looks very, very impressive with a specifically black background, or just like in the night with the energy colors and stuff. This is probably peak. But unless this is some kind of a night star, like in Cetus during the day when she heads to the market to go get herself some lunch from Kanzu or something like that, I think the skin is like, no. But come nighttime, party time in a disco in Fortuna somewhere, this one will shine. It's nice. Looks cool. Citrin, yes, let's go. That is very, very, very bold. The Galaxy part, I fiddled with that. I like that the Galaxy skins allow you to kind of do that, because the Galaxy skins, they have 3 layers, but only 2 colors that you can manipulate toward them. So it makes it kind of tricky. And sometimes you'll come across a color in combination with the other one where you'll be kind of surprised as to how they interact. It's kind of weird, but like, it's fun. It's fun. I think that this Citron is a-okay, except that the perp is a little too strong for my taste. For my taste, a little too strong. A tad darker. A tad darker. Yeah. A little bit closer to earthy, because everything else is kind of not bland, but it's it's a little bit more flat. And the purple is much more lean towards neon, and flat and versus neon, they can clash sometimes easily. But yeah, other than that though, she's pretty, very pretty. What do you have in here? Revenant, right. Oh no, Revenant with the angel wings. Wait a minute, I have this skin too, don't I? I think I do. Feel offended, but I see what you mean. Ah, okay. Give that Titania a cookie. I watched Tron as a kid, and I wanted to do that. It shows. That skin is ideal for any kind of, like, Tron vibe, yeah. Butterfly, Eisen inspired, blah, blah, blah. However, into Revenant, I might invest more into actually making him look like Eisen. I, unfortunately, only vaguely remember what that Eisen looked like. But I do remember it. Like, the, naked kind of body parts, looking all in white, and I think he also had some kind of weird wings. I can see how that's kind of hard to pull off though. I mean, find a naked frame skin, like with very little stuff going on, and slim at the same time. This is probably one of the only ones. You know, it's very, very tricky. And he had purple too, I believe. I think energy color may have been purple as well, or that. I think he had like a thing up in his, didn't he have like a crystal or something up in his forehead? Or 3? Or was it his eyes? Something like that. I don't know. I watched Bleach twice in total, except all of that. I watched it once, everything, all of it. And then a while later, I watched it again, up until the Ukiura fight. And that was that. I didn't watch beyond the Ukiura fight, because everything after the Ukiura fight is like, you could skip ahead to if you care to the whole conclusion of the Arankars and all that. That's fine. And you can also watch the Eisen, of course. The whole Eisen unfolds, however that goes. You could watch that too, because it's just part of the main story that kind of disappears for a while. But everything else, like with the bounce and all that crap, no. Disgusting. Darker purple, but didn't like it as much. But that's the point. You need to like it. I wanted to do a contrast with the earthy color, like a crystal inside a rock. Crystal inside, right? Yeah. I see what you mean. That probably would have worked pretty good if the purple wouldn't dominate the entirety of the frame. You know, there's too much. The purple is too much on that frame in that particular situation. I mean, it's fashion frame. It's a little tricky sometimes. Thing in the middle too. Yeah. The Hogyoku or whatever it's called. Yeah, in his chest. Oh, it was in the chest. Really? Ah. And, I mean, this is ideal then, because he has the chest thing too. And yeah, multiple eyes in his final form when his face was split in 2. Damn, I don't remember his face being split in 2. I do remember him getting dragged by the face by Ichigo. That was, oh my god, that was probably one of the most satisfying scenes in anime. Did you enjoy your April Fool's gift? I hate you. I hate your guts and your existence. Fair enough. I like it enough to not tweak it right now. That's the main thing. Ziploc, hello. Uh-oh. Meme voice. Fashionista frame time, I see. Yes. Yes. Immediately. Okay. Anything else? Ah, Jovian. Okay. A Volturu. Huh. Never seen a Volt like this before. Yes. Yes, dope. Is this not the Void Shell? Wait, he was almost killed by Geen and turned into a butterfly after. Yeah. The sneaky bastard, Geen. Ichigo, he transformed once more, and his face was split in half. I don't remember the face split in half though, but that scene where Ichigo's just kind of like, he just had enough with his babbling, and Aizen talks so much. Ichigo. Hey. You know, the Ichigo voice, I cannot emulate that at all, but he's just kind of like, hey, let's take this somewhere safer so nobody gets hurt. You think that somebody is going to get hurt? You think you can... Bah! He just gets dragged across the whole fucking map and thrown into a mountain. Oh, man, I was so happy. I was like, get him, tell him to shut the fuck up. I hated Aizen. I didn't hate Aizen for being a bad guy. I hated Aizen for talking so goddamn much. Oh my god, like, shut up. He's definitely related to Vor in some way. But that was that was very satisfying. That was very satisfying. And that other twist with where he thought his power was so overwhelming, it was like, ah ha 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 ha, and it was actually the other way around, and Ichigo was totally aware of it. That was also very cool. But yeah, those are the highlights that I remember from that whole thing. Mm-hmm. Tentacles with tips like a mouth. I don't remember any of that, though. Got home and I just had a notification of your stream. I was like, oh, I gotta see this. Yes. Beautiful. Imagine coming home from work and seeing the first thing you see is me. Speaking of work, guys, I have a theory. I don't remember no Purple Blast either. I need after today's stream, I might go back and watch the Aizen Ichigo fight again. Just to, first of all, because it was cool. Second of all, by now there are probably supercuts of it to where it's just the fight without all the babbling around it and shit, and I can just watch it in one continuous stream. I think I kind of want to do that. And I'm going to try to stay up really, really late today so I can kind of do what I want. Because there's a holiday tomorrow. Okay, and as for my theory, you guys, maybe you've noticed that for the majority of my public appearances, I had a chain, always the same chain. The chain has a pendant on it with a tiger and a dragon. I've had this chain since childhood, and I was always under the impression that this was my lucky charm, because on the left side it has a tiger. I have a tiger on my arm, tattooed on my left arm, and on the right side I happen to have a dragon tattooed. So it was kind of a coincidence that the chain represented it the right way as well, which was not at all a design intention or anything. It's just how it happened to happen. And I always thought that this chain was like my lucky charm, you know? And yeah, so kind of wearing it as you have the combined forces of strength and wisdom, you know? And now I'm starting to think that maybe I was wrong. Maybe this chain is cursed, because now that I think about it, every time I wore that chain for a prolonged amount of time, my life turned into meh. And vice versa, whenever I turned it, took it off and put it away somewhere, out of nowhere something happened. So why do I say that now? What may have happened? So you guys, I've told you a little bit about the situation with my construction company. I don't know if I've mentioned this explicitly either, but you've definitely noticed that my health isn't the greatest, for whatever reason. And I just this week made up my mind to kind of get used to the idea that I may not be able to work my profession as a full-time job anymore, right? I think it's safe to say also that probably I'm going to be a little bit weak for a couple more weeks, and then out of the blue I'll be pretty much okay and be pretty fine, and you know, I could do the job. But then what? You know, is it going to last for a year? For 5? Less? More? I don't know. Maybe it'll never be an issue again. The only comparisons that I have is from 3-4 years ago or so, when I first got long COVID. That's when it happened, and I was busted, similar to the way that I was in early February till, well, recently, just completely busted. And I was sick then. I was sick for about 4 months or so. Weak. So took out the trash, had to lay down and all this kind of stuff. So lungs just not cooperating anymore. Okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was as if it had vanished, you know? And I was back up to working at like 90% capacity, with like 90% of my strength, 90% of my what's it called? Not duration. God damn it! What's the English word? Stamina. And it was okay until recently. Out of the blue, my body is like, you know what? I want to be sick. I turned into a zombie. So it's likely that I now have some kind of chronic issue, thanks to either COVID or the fucking vaccination. We'll never know, I guess. But regardless, I have to consider that there is some potential that I may never be capable of exercising my profession full-time again. Part-time, side jobs, half-capacity jobs, that kind of stuff, probably, yes, sure. So, in my mind, I thought, okay, well, I do have a master's. It's not like I need to use my hands, you know, to make money. I don't have to. So, maybe I can go into more like a expert on demand kind of thing, or something like that. I took that chain off, put it away. I went to shower, I took it off, and I forgot about it. Just left there in the basket. Within a couple of days, a friend of mine called me. And he's like, "Hey, how are you doing? We haven't spoken in months and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Well, what are you up to?" And I kind of explained to him the situation, and he said, "We need to meet." And then I met up, and I was like, "So what's the deal? What's going on?" And he goes, "Well, I think that fate has kind of put us together. He is expanding his, it's not just construction, but just huge network of stuff that he's doing. He's expanding that, and they had agreed that maybe they want an architect to be the manager, I guess. The manager, on-site supervisor, that kind of thing, coordinator, all that, because they assumed that, you know, having an architect, he could probably do everything. Turns out not so much. And then him and I started talking, and it's like, listen, I have a job offer for you. If you want, you can become the manager of my shop. Okay. I said, what do you need from me? And he said, basically, you'll be doing the same thing you're doing now, just minus the manual labor. I'm listening. You know, you have my attention. So that's good news. Long story short, I have fallen into a bit of a hole. That's not a deep hole. Requires a little bit of digging out. That's not a big deal, though. A little bit of time and it'll be fine. But this is better. This is better. I would have a high-paying high-paying job, and I could continue doing what I'm doing anyway, just much more relaxed, and take the necessity for manual labor out of it. And in addition to being the manager for that, because I'll be managing a team of 15 to 20 workers, construction workers, which I can borrow for my own purposes as well. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. And anyways, these guys are now assisting me with my current project because I can't work on that house personally as hard as I want to. If I could finish the house by myself. Just me and my women, we could finish the house by ourselves. It's no problem. But as it is right now, I could still finish it, but not on time. So I figured, okay, fuck it. I'll get some guys in. They can just kind of like brush through there and finish everything quickly. The only thing that I need to make sure of is that the quality is decent. And from what I've seen so far, these are the ideal employees. Everything is awesome about them, right? They don't cost all that much. They are very very diligent. They don't believe in 8-hour work days. Yeah, that's your call. You know, they don't believe in 8-hour work days. If it's not 10 hours at least, then they didn't do anything. They didn't accomplish anything. Like I said, very diligent, very quick, very clean, and extremely accurate. The only thing that they lack is actual expertise in construction chemistry and physics. That's the only thing that they is basically completely lack. That's where I come in. So what I need from them, they're already doing. What they need from me is to tell them how to do it. So if I say, do it like this and use this material, then I can go home. That's all they need from me. Use this material, do it this way, and that's the perfect way to do it. And then I can just go home and chill, and they don't need to. I don't need to hear from them again until they're finished. So, yeah, it's pretty nice news. Pretty cool news. And all of that just all of a sudden appeared out of nowhere after I took that damn chain off. So I'm a little bit skeptical now. Yeah, capacity would have been a decent word, but stamina was the right one that I was looking for. Yeah. I got no job, but it's worth watching your content. Symbolisms, tats, and chain. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, you probably. I can show you if you care. Hold on. Is this enough? Can you see that? Probably like this a little bit better. There we go. A nice little cat. Water, stones, cherry blossom petals and stuff. So, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. And over here, of course, the Ashisogi tat, and my first, well, technically this is my second tattoo. Technically, this is my second tattoo. You can tell that this one is much older than the tiger. wanted to get this tattoo done when I was 17 with permission from my parents, which I didn't get, so I did it when I was 18. It was the 18th birthday gift. It was supposed to be a dragon. Concept, everything is fine, but it's a little old school with like the dribble and stuff. That's still, I caught the very back end of the dribble stuff kind of dying. And before I got this done, because I have hypersensitive skin, which basically means that if I scratch myself here or anywhere, within 5 minutes there'll be a red line. Within another 5 minutes, it'll be a swollen red line, and 5 minutes after that, it'll be disappeared again. Nobody can explain why, but it doesn't itch or leave any scars or anything. My skin is just like, hey! Oh, never mind. Right? So to make sure that there are no issues, I got a small tattoo on the bottom of my leg, just a little Chinese symbol that means, I don't know, probably mouse anus or something, just to see how my skin would react. Turned out it was fine, so a week later I got the arm done. Now, years later, I'm like, I don't mind it at all. I don't hate it. Like, I don't look in the mirror and say, ew, this is an ugly tattoo. But back then, I never wanted a very, very large tat. Now I would prefer to be completely tatted. So I'm probably, eventually, maybe, if I feel like it, going to have this whole arm done, maybe like down to here only. And this will be my anime arm. So Ichigo will probably be up there. Akame from Akame Gakiru is going to be on there, very likely. Elfen Lied chick is likely going to be on there. Ukiora, definitely. At least that's the idea. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Vaz, and also hello. Happy for you, Daddy Chizo. Thank you. Wow, Seth Chizo running a construction team. We getting the A-team vibes now. Yeah, Seth Chizo going smart job or farming, and did it work out? It seems like it. Your good luck charm has cursed you? Damn, that's just my luck. That's exactly my luck. Secret Animal Smith. Okay, Tenno Tet, whoa, such a dedication. My, oh my. Well, I mean, you're on YouTube right now. If you, Salvico, hello. You're on YouTube right now. If you, go up into the YouTube search bar and do Ashisogi 50,000, I suspect you'll find it immediately. This was the 50,000 subscriber mark. I was so certain that we would never hit 50,000 subscribers that I said, if I get 50,000 subscribers, I'm going to tattoo the Ashisogi on me. It's tattooed on me, so what does that tell you? That's how certain I was. But it's not like I get that, especially back then, I got that comment occasionally, not too much, like maybe 5 times or 8 or whatever. Well, people are like, ha ha ha, what an idiot, tattooing a glyph on his arm, and blah, blah, you're going to regret that in a few years. I don't regret shit. Like, even today, when I still look at it, I'm like, yeah, you know? Yeah. And if I do ever get this arm reworked into an anime arm, then I'm going to spare the Ashisogi tattoo. This is definitely going to stay visible forever. Because I don't want a tattoo over it. I don't want it gone. I want it to be visible because this had a massive impact on my life, and is partially the reason why I'm even still here today, especially during those times, right? And it's also helping right now as well. So yeah, there's emotional weight behind it for me, and that's why there's no way in hell I could regret my tattoo. There's just no way. I'm very, very happy to have it on my arm. I'm still very proud of it. If there's anything that I could change today, it might be that I would not do the banner at the bottom. Like you can see, it's a little upside down, I know, but this banner down here at the bottom, it's like a flag, like a wavy flag kind of banner thing, and it says Ashisogi Tenno. the original glyph in the game. Hold on. This one right here. This one has it still, but I also have a version without the banner, right? Without this little red down here. But this was the first iteration, and it's also in the game as a glyph and everything. But like I said, there's also a version with without the banner thing, and I think just shape-wise, I like that a little bit better. But it's for the tattoo, it's irrelevant. Doesn't even matter for the tattoo. But yeah, shall we? I have the same type of skin. Oh, did you ever find out what or why? Wait a minute, I just scratched myself. Well, you probably can't see that down here. I just scratched myself down here, and it's like I can feel the lines of the scratches. I suspect you guys probably can't see it. I can see it barely in the shadows a little bit, but yeah, no idea. Wait, I have that shit too, but my skin behaves like that only sometimes. Only? Could you narrow it down when it happens? I made a Euro fashion. Hot. Literally. At least it lasts till you're dead in comparison to YouTube's temporarily moments of fame. True. That tattoo is going to survive. Yeah. Hello, Grave. Love the glyph tattoo. Thanks. I got 2 tats on my upper arms, both same sort of tribals, mirrored, and both symbolize for me, personally and emotionally, roots of my pain and success. A long story. Bro, you're shitting me. That's it. Tat talk. Okay, so I just want you to notice a detail, okay? You can see that there's drywall, right? And I suspect you can see that the dragon is busting out of this drywall. And right here, I don't know if that's visible enough, probably. You have 3 claws. That's the only important bits that you need to know. Aside from the details, but that's the important bits. Here's the thing. And I find this so cool that you have a similar style to express a similar thing to me. Well, identical style, but mythologically speaking, dragons with 3 claws are the evil dragons. 4, neutral, 5, the divine, nice, lovey-dovey dragons, okay? Mythologically. I deliberately wanted the 3-clawed dragon. Now, the tribal itself, right? The tribal itself symbolizes conformity, jail, something holding back, a wall, a barrier, societal pressures, whatever, right? And the dragon is deliberately breaking out of that on purpose and showing its 3 claws in the process. I didn't need the dragon to show claws anywhere. That wasn't a cool design. It was a meaning design. So the dragon is breaking through that, deliberately displaying, I have 3 claws. I am evil in your eyes. The symbolism, what it means is, generally speaking, all humans grow up in norms, rules, societal norms, and expectations and pressures and yada yada yada. What that can cause is for people to wear masks, right? Especially when they're outside in public, which can be a burden and can be very, very heavy. I was no different. But in my specific social circle and social dynamic that I also had, it was particularly troublesome because I had one person negatively influencing me in that sense. This person basically put me in a cage and left me there to rot just because they wanted to have a pet, basically. And because it was in my interest to appease this person and everybody else around me, make them happy, pleased with me or behave in such a way that I would be impressive to them, to their standards. Eventually, there was an event in my life. There were many events, but one particular event happened, and it triggered something in me. Hello, Calaman. And it triggered something in me where I said, screw you guys. I'm going to be how I want to be. I'm going to be me. And if you don't like it, then you can go to hell. That is your problem. But I'm going to be me, and I'm going to be true to myself. I'm going to appease only me, right? So in the eyes of them, I'm now evil or an asshole or whatever, just because I'm looking out for myself and I'm just being me, right? So the dragon, 3 claws, evil, but proudly showing it, saying, this is what I am, deal with it or go away, right? And the tribal being that norm, that conformity, that cage, that somebody trying to hold you back, trying to stay burdened with that weight of, being the right way for everybody else. That's what the meaning is of this tattoo specifically. Now, although the imagery itself is outdated in my opinion, and the tattoo artist that did it was the best that I could afford and was available to me at the time, today I know way different, way better tattoo artists, and ink and skill has progressed in the meantime. So I would rework this arm with the animes, and if you think about it, the characters that I just mentioned, the meaning of this tattoo and the characters, I said this is going to be an anime character, an anime tattoo arm, right? An anime inspired arm. Think about the characters that I mentioned. They all represent the same meaning. Ukiura from Bleach, for example. Akame from Akame ga Kiru, same example. Misunderstood, actually fine. Elfen Lied, same kind of character. It's the same. It's the same, exactly the same meaning, just represented in a different way. So, yeah. I find it very cool that your tribal also represents something along those lines. Very, very cool. No idea why it's happening. I mentioned it to my doctor, and he says it's something rare, and he only heard about it existing. That's what my doctor said, too. In any case, it's not dangerous or contagious or anything like that. It's just like, your skin is just going to be a drama queen from time to time, so, yeah. Based on what a browser tells you. Pretty much, yeah. Daryon is always a personal journey, especially when deeply attuned with life lessons and life experiences. Yeah. Storytime Pog, yeah. Let's just say I wished I had a better youth in my past, but I choose not to become what I was portrayed or accused of as a little bit of a simplificated, yes, explanation on my story. We don't need you to go all elaborate unless you want to, but I get it. Did you ever finish getting the tiger or whatever one you were getting colored in? No. No, so the tiger is this arm. The sleeve is pretty much ready. As you can see, there's just a little bit of something missing here, but I don't need to do it, to be honest. I mean, the only reason why I would get this tattooed is just the fact that this is the only spot that doesn't have any ink in it. There's no reason to do it here. I think I'll probably skip it too. But coloring it in, nothing has happened yet because shit is not cheap. I think the tattoo artist that started my arm, Jiza, I think is his name, and his rates go up very fast. So I reckon right about now he's probably worth about 250, 270 euros an hour. I mean, he's worth it. He's a very good tattoo artist. But, if they're going to have a session on you for 6 hours or so, times 250, I don't know, man. Those gas prices say no. And I live in Germany, and you know how that is. If you make $100, you have to spend give 90 to the government. So there's not really much left for savings. So yeah, no, I didn't get it finished yet, but maybe someday. That's a lot of kebabs, yes. Thank you, Shaft. Aside is, over the years, I became the death metal Undertaker. Okay. The death metal Undertaker. That's kind of dope. Michaels, thank you very much for 38 months in a row. Why are you not up to 69 yet, huh?
Sexy.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Chihuapchichi. I'm lucky I don't drive then. Oh, because of the gas prices? Yeah. Playing guitars at my home, etc. Okay. And of course, Warframe. Yes. I had to make a website about my town as a semester project. Oh, okay. Any good? Oh, guys, hold on. Hold on, by the way. Do I want to post this now? It's April 4. No, it isn't. 2nd. Never mind. No, I'll do it later. It's whatever. Okay, what is this shit now?
Revered Tenno, I can't go to the wreck of Vespery for a mere aspirant like me, but I need to see Folly's Shadowgraph again. To make that happen, I need Nightmare Tatters. Find them on Vesper Relay, and also in what you call Nightmare Missions. These shreds are remnants of Folly's art. I think if we collect enough of those, we can reproduce a copy of her work right here in the relay. Then everyone can safely see it. Will you help me do that?
We shall do so, yes. Okay. Does anybody want to join for this stuff? I don't think I want to run Folly's Hunt anymore. Not because I've overdone it or anything. It's just I don't want to play it anymore. So I think we're just going to focus on Nightmare missions. What do you say? Is here. Alrighty, let's see. Are they marked in any special way? No, not really. Alright. Oh, right. I also have the flux.
We got it? Really? Oh, happy day! Happy day!
Where's the Nightmare mission over here? Damn, is she just hogging everything? She is. Well, I mean, we could kind of do this or that. We can mix it up. It doesn't matter. Aphrodite... E-gate. Oh, no, well, it doesn't really matter. Okay. There we go. All right, the Uriel. What's Ruth? That headpiece. Too much. Yeah, I don't know. He looks okay. He looks okay. I think I don't like Roth all that much. I think actual Uriel just looks better. Yeah. He's alright. He's alright. Whatevs. Whatevs. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this right quick. Nightmare spot triangle. Yeah, I know how to find the missions, but I'm just pointing out I don't think I want to do Folly missions anymore. I could join. Okay, bruh. DM me or something, or just join session. What did I just see? The fuck was that? The internet died. Rip. That's right. Beat up their dogs. Oh man, and I have to do another Sister of Parvos after this here. right now I'm getting the Flux rifle, Tenet Flux, and after that I just have the new one to get, and then I think I have everything except the Imperator Vandal. Oh no, you didn't. The data usage gonna shoot through the roof. Because why? Because of the event? You mean? Damn. Are we all here? Yeah, we are. Okay. In OG Warframe days, newer players very much underestimated nightmare missions, assuming they weren't too hard way before Steel Path was a thing. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. Oh man, that just spontaneously reminds me of the Law of Retribution. Some Law of Retribution had its own style, its own flair, but sometimes sometimes it was extremely unfun, depending on who was in there with you. Sometimes you were lucky, often you weren't. Woo! That was a perfect drop. Tomorrow, my tenant Quanta. Yeah, the Quanta. That's next for me. Yes. I bought a traded Sister Lich. Oh man, Whee! Senate is harder to get than Kuba or Quarter weapons. It's, well, I don't know if harder is really the right word, but it takes longer and it's more annoying. I will agree with that. Yes, that's probably why. I think like the Tenet weapons is yeah. If you look at the adversary weapons, nemesis weapons, whatever you want to call them, if you look at the progression of them, the history of them, you could kind of they kind of still show that old issue that Warframe decided to put in there. How do I explain? Well, we had Kubelich first. The first iteration of them was terrible, and then it was fixed, changed a little bit. It's been treated with the quality of life changes a couple of times, so now it's very bearable, very much so. Let's just pretend that it was never meh. It was always decent. Kubelich was released. Cool. Decent idea. Works. Bearable. Playable. All good. All Gucci. But then the next iteration of them was what? The Tenet weapons. Which was grind layers on top of grind layers on top of grind layers. Tenet weapon farming is, at the moment, one of the most unfun things to do. Way more bearable than back in the day, still, because A, the weapon is visible, you get a preview of what you're going to get, and B, it has a built-in pity system. I don't know if you guys know that, but they did put in a pity system, which was definitely broken when I got back into farming this here months ago. But today it seemed to have worked. Seems. Alright, let's see if we find a nightmare mission over here. Capture. Where's the other one? Is there not a second one over here? We'll find. Well, I mean, we could do a capture. That's okay. Vampire mode. Why not? Yeah, Parvis Granum. Yeah. I hated the Kubaliches when they first came out. Yeah. So how's everyone doing, Jizo? Are them kiddos behaving? My son is behaving very much, yes. My daughter... not so much. She's sweet and all, but my goodness. She is, she's dangerous.
Happy hunting. Target located. Bring them in.
Yeah, oh my god, OG Kuva was horrid in his first ideas, yeah. One of my clan members calls the tenant farm tedium overload farming. Tedium.
Mission complete.
Yeah,
Active has been escorted.
yeah, if you compare Kuva, Tenet, and then Coda, you do see the reflection of DE's progression in terms of game design quite a bit right there.
Assault teams headed your way.
Of course, you have to ignore the small detail that Kuva was bad when it was first released, but Kuva as it is now, let's just use that version so that it's easier to put. New idea? Cool. We appreciate trying new ideas. That's awesome. Execution? Not bad. It's okay. Yeah. This is a doable farm. We can do this, you know? A little bit unnecessary to me that it takes longer and longer with each murmur progression. That seems kind of unnecessary, unneeded, but all in all, it's still... If I start in the morning, I'll definitely be done by noon, easily. Right? Easily. So that's okay. That's okay. I don't have to take a vacation off work just to get the Lich. So that's acceptable. And then the Tenet. And the Tenet was basically, still is, just...
Good work, Tenno.
Right? And then... Look at that. Nightmare Tatters. That looks cute. And then we got the Coda, which was, I guess, the reaction to the of the previous versions of it. And Coda is like super chill. Super chill. It kept all the good things about it, and in my opinion, removed all the bad stuff. AKA, it shows that they started listening again, and after listening again, Codas were the result of listening again. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm just going to swap back and... Wait. Oh, this happens? Can I do both at the same time? I can't. That's a shame. Well, that's okay. We'll do this version of it and then the Nightmare version of it, and I'll just swap back and forth between a Nightmare mission and my Tenet. And, yeah. Oh, right. That's what I wanted to see. Event. What do we have up here? Okay. Wow, we are really, really low. We are really, really, really low. Oh, but we're at it. Okay, okay. She's being a menacing brat already? Yeah, you could say that, yes. Only one holo key Tenet weapon, not completionist. Man, don't get me started. Oh my god, Thumbsy, why hello. Hey, been a while since I've been watching Warframe content. Did Jizo try Soulframe? He did. I found it buggy and boring, so not for me. Yeah, I think I could say that it's a little bit boring to me as well, but I don't think it's fair to say the game is just made boringly. It's just like it has vibes, you know. It's RPG and it's not for me. I like that it's peaceful and boring, but I just don't enjoy it as much. And it's like, it's very much a flavor of game that has nothing to do with Soulframe itself. It's just the genre, I guess, that just isn't for me, you know. Just it is nah, not for me. But I think it's well made from what I could tell. Tatters, are those like potatoes? Sure, let's go with it. Let's go with it. I'm not hungry at all. Why am I all the way over here?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Goda's real check boss fights is a joke compared to both Kuva, Tenet, and Kuva and Tenet, cause if you use 2 times 15 effective increase mod, it takes only 3 times murmur unlocking or for discovery runs. Compared to the effort of the others, it is a joke, but I think in a good way. Like Coda is fine. Coda is totally, it's okay. It's okay.
Proceed and prepare.
Also, they did account for it. I already did some of the nightmare missions. You can't get it again if you already done it and someone taxi you to the nightmare mission for the tatters. The fuck? That sounds unintentional.
This will take a moment.
Nope, nope. Sorry, boys. Sorry, boys. No entrance. Okay, I didn't mean to cast her way over there, but it'll do. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Still working on
Come on, you knuckle-headed goobers. Tatters and taters are two different things. Ah! The hell was that laughing? Oh, that's gotta be Roth. No, it wasn't Roth. Who the hell did the laugh? Get down. Being a brat? I just got here. What did I do? We were talking about my daughter. I'm afraid. Little shit.
area completed. Move on.
By the way, Soulframe Beta didn't have occlusion culling, so you could watch the female models under the clothes, and they were fully modeled. Really? 10 out of 10.
Get ready to defend.
10 out of 10.
I'm in, Tenno.
Big PP explosions and ADHD paradise rave parties while doing astrophysics level mathematical calculations in his brain about how bad his teammates can fuck up. That even though funny, that is very, very inaccurate though. Very inaccurate. Which is arguably the most reasonable way to describe Apex Legends. I guess you're not wrong. I guess you're not wrong, but I haven't played Apex Legends seriously since December. I haven't played it seriously since then. I logged in twice in the meantime since December. I logged in twice. The first time, 3 weeks ago, possibly, I think. And I only logged in, played one game, and said, okay, whatever, and left. And the second time was, I think, last week at some point where I played, I don't know, like 2 or 3 games or so, and I don't know, just wasn't in the mood. You know, I said, nah, screw it.
The odds were against
Beta when
us.
the game is not even officially in alpha yet. Don't get me wrong, but Holokey's grind was a pain too. I had to rely on at a certain point when I maxed everything, almost put my mind fully into Railjack, Voidstorm, grinding a Corpus Railjack stuff. My god, yeah, same. Oh shit, everybody's gone already. Well, that was the same way for me. The Tenet weapons, especially the ones where you need holo keys for, that was the one of, or actually the last thing that I actually went after. The last thing.
Many talents.
Because it took every fiber of my body to actually bring myself to even attempt doing that shit. That's how annoying it is to me. What, Warframe has an update? Yes, but not maybe what you expect. The update contains the clan event now, where you farm the new skitter scatter stuff, tatters, and that's it. Mobile defense, again. All right, well, nightmare mission. So let's go for it. Apex this December when we played those few games together, and before that I didn't touch Apex ever since Sniper Champion was released. Sniper Champion, that's been a while. Atodai and Carmine Penta grind in it too. The Carmine Penta, I may not have the Carmine Penta. Wasn't the Carmine Penta from Baro Katir? And Atodai, I have 2 Atodais. I'm not sure why. Was that Orphix Venom? The Atodai?
It's a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations.
No, I don't mind. Vaz, you can join. By the way, I agree or disagree. A question.
Terminal spotted. Upload and prepare to
Yeah, boy. You'd have to remind me exactly, specifically what it what it was.
This will take
Then I can judge more easily. Last few days, I decided to delve into the WoW cave. Oh God, are you okay, Mike? Do you need help?
Kill me, I'm here! Kill me!
Tenno-kan. Yeah.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Oh, wait a minute. This is actually a great spot to try this out. This is a great spot to give this a shot. Open the door. Or don't. Aha! So there is a limit. About 100 meters. Jesus.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving. This will only get more difficult. Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
Found a guild full of weirdos and you're actually having fun. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Well, I mean, it is at League of Legends after all.
There is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
Carmine is a rail fail. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute.
Take a moment.
What rail fail? What specifically? Focused and keys equipped, can't find the vault subtly. That's easy. Matter of opinion, I guess. Invite me whenever you're able. I'll try. I don't know if I have the power to invite because I am a guest in the temple cunt. The temple cunts game.
Working on it. Continue to defend.
What does Folly do? Well, the fast fast rundown. First ability is this. You teleport to a space wherever you want, but it's not just for teleportation. You also get invulnerability. Its status cleanses you, blah, blah, blah. And it covers the enemies in ink. Covering the enemies in ink just means they're going to take more damage. Just remember it that way. That's all you need to know. The second ability we'll skip because that's the most elaborate one. The third ability is this here. A copy of yourself and an ink blot on the floor. What this does is kind of like Gloom and Iron Skin, I guess, in one. So the ink on the ground slows the enemies down. The copy of you, the bigger it gets, the more damage reduction it gives you. You gain damage reduction or make it grow by killing enemies affected by the ink
This will take a moment.
on the ground. Which is pretty quick. Just cast it on a crowd and kill them all immediately, and it's pretty much max size, so 90% damage reduction. That's really nice. And the radius of the ink also gets much larger. It grows with it. So it's good crowd control, and it keeps you and everybody alive pretty effectively. The fourth ability is this. Balloons! They all float. What do the balloons do? Crowd control, obviously. They also strip the armor and shields of the enemies as they float up. And you can also use it for damage purposes. If you pop the balloon, they'll fall to their death, like explosion, and deal damage to enemies around them. So it's pretty potent to kill as well. The easiest, most straightforward use that you get out of it is, of course, the crowd control. But for killing, it's also very, very good. And the second ability is you basically, Folly can paint an item that she wants that she then spawns into the real world. So, for example, at the moment I have equipped a barrel. This here, an explosive barrel that explodes. Then you could do like a rocket launcher. Yeah, for example, here's a rocket launcher. They are balanced a little bit, so you can't have infinite rockets or infinite duration and stuff like that. You could drop a death cube. You could drop a life support, an actual working life support for survival missions. You could drop a conduit key, for example, for your disruption missions if you want to. You can cast one of these guys, these ghosts that'll show you where the next treasure is, if there is a treasure. So those kinds of fun things. And then you have this one I like the most, probably. This cold thing. You can't see it. It does AoE cold, there you go, to enemies around you. And then the other one is this one. AoE electricity to everything around you, basically. Those two are my favorite ones. There's like 2 or 3 more that I didn't mention here, but that's essentially what her 2 does. You draw something and she creates it IRL. Well, Warframe IRL. It's like Tar, kind of. Yeah, it does work kind of like Tar. What type of Folly stats do you run? Because... Shit, let me see. Do you run because I got like 22.4 range, and I think 186 duration, which I do think is good, but I'm looking for other builds that work. The good news is with Folly, Folly is one of those frames that is... silly strong. Well, Uriel is absurdly strong. Octavia is absurdly strong. Folly is silly strong. So she's like a tier below them, but still a tier above everybody else. What that means is you could build her any way that you want, and she'll work. Like, she's hard to build bad. But that's also her biggest problem. Like, the only thing wrong with Folly is that she's too good at everything. And that sounds maybe ridiculous, but it's annoying. It's kind of annoying because when you play a Warframe, right? You could either grab them with no mods and go into a mission and see how it feels and just improve on everything that you feel doesn't feel right, or you can read how the Warframe works and you just look at, you look at some numbers, some stats, some synergies, you inform yourself, and then the Warframe will tell you, this is what I need, this is what I want, try this. Folly doesn't do that. Folly is just like, use all your mods, use none, see if I care. Like, don't know what to do with her. Here's the build though. I also have a lot of range. The strength doesn't need to be this high. It needs to be 200 so that you get full armor strip off of the 4th ability, and the rest doesn't really matter. The range is, I think, 30 meters on the 3. Let me see. Is it 30 meters? Yeah. At maximum growth, it's 30 meters. I did have more range even on here with like overextended and all that shit, but I concluded that that's not necessary. And the same thing with the balloons. Balloons is also, what is it, 25? Yeah, roughly almost 30. 30, going towards 30. That's enough. That's enough to lock down a whole room. It's cheap. She generates health and energy, so equilibrium works really well on her. She has good sustain. You don't need much more. But the main thing that you don't want to miss out on is the 200% strength, because that translates into, well, full damage reduction and armor shield strip for the enemies. So that's bad news for them. And other than that, do whatever you want. Seriously, like do anything. I like it this way, to be honest. I don't need the duration. The duration, to me, duration is unnecessary. Because the only thing that is really affected by the duration is her third ability, and her third ability creates its own duration. If you kill something affected by the ink, the duration goes back up. So you don't need duration. Yeah, that's what I do. This is not finished yet, because like I said, she doesn't really tell me what she wants me to do with her. You know, I don't know. So I kind of threw in health conversion because I could also remove it and it doesn't change anything. It's just, I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know what I want to do with her. This works, and I guess this will just be it then, I guess. So yeah, I guess the short term of what I'm trying to say is, build her however you want. You will not have a bad build. Health tank, shield tank, no tank at all, full support, full range, full strength. It's any direction will work. Any direction will work. Valkyrie main? You and my Whammon would be very good friends then, because she's a Valkyrie main now. I used to be a Valkyrie main. Folly's kit sounds really cool. It is cool, but it's odd to play. Like she's weird. She's really weird. I'll try to show you in the next mission if I have some breathing room to do it. You know what? No, capture is going to be too slow. I don't want to do that. And sabotage, no. And excavation. Well, I mean, we could do excavation. So the reason why Folly is weird is if you guys compare it to Mag or Vauban, for example, or Oraxia. So these are frames that are very spammy. Or another more accurate, probably a pretty word, is engaging. There's a difference between engaging and spamming, in my opinion, or spammy. But these are warframes that require you to push buttons, you know. And when you get in, kind of get into the flow, Ember partially too, when you get into the flow of things and you're like really, you're at a bit of a more demanding level, not level 40s, but like a bit more demanding, and you kind of have to like really let yourself shine as a player in Warframe. We know that Warframe doesn't require that much skill, sure, fair, but you can get to a point where you're really working for your money, you know what I mean? And when you get into that, you're pressing buttons quickly. Bam, 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 bam. You're casting this, you're casting that, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're spinning, you're jumping, blah, 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 blah. That's the usual flow of Warframe. Then you have other frames like Chroma, where you push a button or two and just kind of forget about it. And then with Chroma specifically, after you push the 2 buttons that you need for the bonuses, the other 2 abilities are kind of useless. That's not Folly. But Folly feels that way. But not because her abilities are useless, but because I'll try to show you. So, in a perfect world, actually let me pop this thing in there. I'm gonna go over here to where some enemies are, or simulate it, whatever. In a perfect world, this is Folly. You cast something, you're doing your shooting, boom, 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 whatever. You're doing like this here, doing some mobility stuff, status cleansing, being hyper aggressive, doing Warframe things basically. And all of this works really well. I'm like, okay, crowd control, fuck it, pop them down, yada yada. Okay, Warframe stuff. But then something happens. I dare want to use my second ability. If it's just this, cool. Drop that on him, pop it, boom. He gets hurt a little bit, a lot of bit normally, but whatever. Okay, there you go, boom. Offensive, do like that. Sometimes if you drop it on certain enemies, they'll pop it. That's Warframe flow. Here's what fucks that up for you. Oh, cool. Here's an enemy. I don't want to use my barrel. I want to use these, for example, and throw some grenades at the enemy. Oh, he's dead already. Okay, Now, notice at the bottom right, can you see that? You can't. Right now, in my second slot, like you can see this gear wheel, yeah? If I pick any of these things, any of these, right? Let's go with, I don't know, let's go with the defense, right? Now the defense is in my main slot at the bottom. So if I now just tap 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, I will always cast this thing here, okay? It's not locked in. I just hold it and select something else, like, I don't know, this here. Let's say, what is it? Oh, I don't have energy. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and pop this right quick. I hold this one here. Now, this one is in the main slot, and I want to combine it with some electricity or something, and now that one's in the main slot. That's not the issue. The issue is she wants to be spammy because... Is there a group of knuckleheads here somewhere? See if I can find some boogers right quick. Maybe down here. Damn, they just don't want to spawn. Like, at all. There's nobody here. Holy smokes. Oh, there's some coming. Okay, so watch this. So I want to electrocute them. Right? And I want ice on them. Right? Now they have the status effects from both ice and electricity on them, and then I maybe want to cast a thingy on them, a barrel and yada yada. But in order to cycle through all of these ability casts, I have to cycle through all of them, and that's awkward. Because this is what happens. This is what happens. Oh, folly stuff. Casting abilities. Woo! Oh, look at me. I'm so active. I'm doing this. I'm going. Hold on a moment. Just a sec. Just a moment. I'll be right with you. Just a moment. Okay. Hey, let's go. Oh! You know what I mean? And that feels awkward. It's kind of. It's not bad. It's just. I don't know. It feels kind of weird. You know? Feels kind of. Yeah, it feels kind of weird. That's all. That's all.
This excavator is fully powered.
Hello, Ocelot.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
A niche frame, Folly. No. Oh, no. Not even niche. Engaging means 1, 2, 3 WASD 2, 3 1 spammy 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. That's a good way to put it. Yes. That's a good way to put it. There. See? Group of enemies. All of them are getting the electricity. And now I'm going to shock them as well. And that's all cool and fine and dandy. But, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Not bad. It's just odd. Yeah, that's Folly's statue. Gives up to 90% damage reduction. Alright, for me, you can donate the barrels by using your one on them. Donate? Detonate. Yeah, detonate. I thought so. Must have read that wrong. Donate. What the fuck would you? By holding... Oh, you could detonate them by casting your one on them. Yeah, I mean... That's a nice... nice but pointless synergy, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Here, I have no battery for the excavator. Oh, no. I'll cast one. Stick that in there. That is kind of cool. So, as a concept, Folly is the most broken Warframe in the game because she has the power to do what only the devs have to do. She can create shit. She breaks the game rules. In that sense, she's definitely the most overpowered one. But the playstyle is odd. Yeah. Like you have to pause for a brief moment for every action. You know what I mean? It's not bad. It's fine. I'm just saying it's kind of weird. And I think it is fair to say that Folly is a supreme solo frame. She has her benefits with a squad, but I think you as the player will have the most fun with her solo. Or with one friend that you synergize together with. But in groups, I don't know. How does that work in 100 levels? I get freeze and electrocution, but no damage from that. It'll do damage. It scales off the enemy health. So, like all the environmental hazards in the game. The barrels in the game, they were reworked a good while ago. Because they used to calculate damage differently, and they did no damage if you shot the barrels. DE changed that because when you get to higher levels, you want to see something actually happen. You want to see stuff actually die when you shoot a barrel. So what they did is the barrel takes the health, the maximum health that the enemy has, and scales its damage that it deals off of that. So if you're in the levels of enemy levels of the thousands and they have millions of health, then the barrel is going to deal millions of damage. And Folly's abilities does the same thing. Her barrels, her lasers, her all that shit. So it'll be useful forever. It is not necessarily influenced by your power strength. You still want to have 200% power strength so that you can fully armor strip, though. Duration prevents the on-kill duration decay in situations like what happened to Jisoo on that one ability. For example, if the spawn rate gets a bit low, the seconds per kill works like a sort of combo duration idea. Why do I call it a niche frame? It has a quirky and very interesting playstyle. Love that ability. She is a moderator. Yeah, basically. Admin. Also, 1 is probably the best mobility tool in the game at the moment, and it pains me seeing streamer not use it at all. I don't like using it all that much, TBH, but I totally see your point.
Operator, Otis is picking up a distress signal.
Spy? No, we don't want that.
It's just the corpus peddling their...
Where is... Let's go do another nightmare. Cassini, isn't that a nice, beautiful little no shield mode? Oh, okay, a nice little nightmare mission. Armor strip frame whose abilities deal % damage. The armor still reduces that damage though. Knucklehead. Folly with max prime flow and endurance drift. 5 Tau Force Blue energy charge. Jesus. 75% efficiency, and if the cooldown can be reduced for the energy cell ability, you can keep excavators alive. I'm actually not sure if you can reduce those timers. Some of them barely have timers though. You could spam them pretty much, like the barrel. It seems like you could spam those damage dealing ones. Not all of them, but the majority of them. And especially if you cycle through them to combine statuses and whatever and have something for everybody up in there.
Use the synthesis scanner to track the creature.
The synth scanner. Where are we? We have to go. Yeah, it's probably way over this way.
Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
Yep, this way. Yep, also this way. Why did I do this to myself? Yep, still this way.
All right, Hunter. I will reward you should you perform synthesis. Tenno, do not damage it further.
Hold still, you little bitch.
Device.
You're done. You're done scanning. Why are you still... Where are you going? Alright, well, I'm out of here. She might not change the meta, but she has great things though. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Focused.
Folly is an awesome, cool, bold design, and she's fun too. Like fun in a playful way. Like her design is great for a lot of reasons. If you look at like the symbolism here, like this here, I drew this myself. I didn't mention this earlier. These graphs here, these pictures, these images of the shit that you can cast. She comes with her own, but she has a built-in Windows Paint, and you can change them to whatever you want, whatever you can think of. You can change them. And so yeah, I changed a couple of mine so that I could just visually more understand what's going on, and also because I like it. And yeah, that's just fun, and like it really goes well with her gimmick overall. So this is yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. One thing about Folly's design, she can sit on my face. I know for a fact you are definitely not alone with that feeling. What's the no shields again? We're not bothered. You can redesign the gear wheel abilities PNG. Yep, pretty much. And color them too. Yes. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Seeing Folly's ass come crashing down on your skull? Sure. Why not? Why not? Yeah, so for me, I think my conclusion is I can't say anything bad about Folly because it wouldn't be fair or accurate. But I don't see myself playing Folly very often. Either. You know? She can't ever be my main. She's too slow for that. I think Folly might be... She might fall into a similar corner as Trinity is for me right now. If someone, or if a squad or a mission, or if I'm playing like with Necro or something and we're doing something specific, I may take Folly specifically for the support that she provides. Or when I want to go... when I want to go hunting for, what's it called? For Volca and that kind of stuff, I will definitely take Folly. I know I don't need to. I could do it in another way, but I will definitely take Folly so that I can find the secrets faster, you know? So, yeah, but other than that, probably not going to do too much. Be doing a little bit of Debiri after this? Yeah, sure. Do I rather want to come and hang out up here? Nope. No. Look at them. Now they're all spawning down there. Hello, Snow Angel.
Life support on the way.
The only thing I didn't like about Folly was her ultimate. Really? Well, okay, yeah, that kind of adds into it. Her ultimate is inconvenient. It's very strong and very creative. It's very much a creepy bunkai kind of thing. I love that about it. But it comes with a minor nuisance. And it reminds me a little bit of the old Hydroid days when his tentacles would just fling enemies all over the place. Now, given Folly's ultimate ability doesn't fling them all over the place, but they do float up pretty high, and the angle at which you have to look up to hit the balloons to make them pop so that they take maximum damage is kind of awkward, you know? See what I mean? This is like... It's awkward. You know, not bad, but awkward. Oh, speaking of, we should probably take me to your dealer. This is fun. You think? Being chased by monsters.
Tenno, prepare for
I am following you. I'm trying. Oh, up in there? Is it up in there? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Let's see if you're right. You better not be lying to me, you little shit. The fuck? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. You lied! You conniving little bugger. No, there's nothing here. Get out of here. Oh, unless you meant this, maybe. I hope not. But wait a minute. There's also a below. Yeah, that's... Yep. Looks like it. Oh, wait. The below is closed. No, there it is. Huh. I would have expected a speed up thing. Let's try that again. Yeah, I'll follow you. Show me the way. Yeah, I'm on my way. Don't rush me. Ah.
Our operative has just been aided by a security bypass. A bypass. Use that
I didn't want to do that.
console to help the operative. Life support activated.
I didn't want to do that.
Life support incoming.
No. Alright, I guess I just have to carry this shit then. Yeah, underground is a space too, Jesus. Yeah, I remember.
The operative has just made the
I had to once upon a time farm freaking syndicate medallions.
support has arrived.
So I think I might still recall all secret areas. I probably forgot a couple, but I know quite a few of them. Still. Bruh. Bingo. Oh, right. Speaking of. No, wait a minute. Is there a closer one? No, it doesn't matter anyways, because we're done with the mission. Get down there. Come on. Hydroid tentacles? Do they... Oh, no. No, they didn't remove the tentacles at all. But the tentacles, they used to fling the enemies around wildly, which made it impossible to shoot them, and it was very, very annoying. And now the tentacles are just kind of chill and just they kind of just hold the enemies up a little bit, serve them up on a platter.
Another job well executed.
And for Folly, it's very, very similar. Yeah, for Folly, it's very similar. The only difference being that Follies rise slowly, but they rise, and it's at some point they get like very high, and it feels a bit of it's an awkward angle. Grendel goes, brr. Yeah. What? Was scared I couldn't farm whenever I would get back to Warframe? Couldn't farm what? Something specific, or what do you mean? Hey, Lara, we can work with that. Couldn't farm whenever I got that one. They used to fling enemies around. Now they only do 10 tackles. 10 skin for Folly and Grendel. Oh, that would be adorable. Or one of those duet animations. That would be adorable, yeah. 2 frames, you don't want them to sit on you. Last time it was Orcan cells and the yellow material. I forgot the name of the Orcan cell. The Thermia? Yellow material? Thermia, maybe. But Oricon cells, pfft, that's nothing. I mean, Oricon cells is a omega relaxed farm.
While a fellow
If you
Tenno
even have to
operates
farm
the
them.
ship for supplies.
That is.
Ready? Trigger the alarm.
I need mag protoframe skin.
They have just shut down all systems.
Yes.
I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Yes. The proto mag is adorable. Beautiful. Yeah, it was years ago. That could, it's possible that it was Thermia crap. But there's other yellow things as well that you can farm. There's like these fucking yellow pockets in Deimos that you need them for something. I don't recall what it was, but you need them for something. I didn't even know that was a resource that you even really required for anything. That was one, and then there's Oxium, I guess, is kind of yellow. And a bit of pain in the balls.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Show me the way. Yeah. Go ahead. The hell, bro. I have never had to farm them ever.
Activating it will buy you more time.
After greedy mag became a thing, neither did I. Those were just, yeah, they're just in my inventory. Wheat is yellow and it's farmable. Working like loads of them into a dojo. I am at the moment the #1 donating to my clan and my alliance with 99% donate rate. Jesus Christ. I sort of soloed my alliance as headmaster. Okay, I see. That's not great. Being alone in a clan, doing everything by yourself. I don't know. I don't think that would be for me. I don't think so. Oxium for sure. Okay. Gave me PTSD to build stuff. Yeah, there's a certain threshold with Oxium where all of a sudden it feels like everything you want to build requires 1 billion Oxium, and Oxium, you go into a mission and come out of it and you have like 13 Oxium. You're like, what the hell? You know, how even? But the easiest way is to just go to IO. If you go to IO, do that defense mission a little bit, you'll get quite a bit of Oxium. It used to be, way back in the day, it used to be Galatea, but DE nerfed that real quick. Because we were too good at it. We were too good at farming it. At that location, at least. Oh man, they died immediately. That's no fun. Reason, by the way, me and my second command maxed out our dojo and research, just 2 of us, so our members can fully focus on their own progression. That's really, really thoughtful. That's how I started with my women as well. It was like, oh, cool, what's this thing? Oh, a dojo thing. Oh, you need a dojo to build certain weapons. Oh, is that right? Well, then I guess we're going to need a dojo then. And so on and so forth. So that's kind of how it started. And then she did the treason and quit Warframe, and that was kind of the end of that then. And then the whole YouTube thing started kicking off, so naturally people were just kind of joining, you know. There we go. There we go. Hell yeah, let's get out of here.
When you are ready, go to extraction.
Oh, only one rule. IRL prio number 1, gaming number 2. Well, that should go without saying. Imagine, hey guys, you wanna go for a raid? Yeah, I'd like to go for a raid. All right, Charles, let me invite you right quick. And then Charles AFKs for 2 minutes during the raid. Comes back. It's like, sorry guys, my infant fell off the kitchen counter and has to go to the hospital. Charles, before you go, you're banned. What? Why am I banned? I told you, no AFKing. Gaming is number 1 priority. Imagine. That's something that kind of pisses me off a little bit. When I see the rules of other servers or clans or other online groups in the gaming space, it seems like there are a lot of rules that don't need to be rules or shouldn't be rules, you know? Like imagine you walk into a public bathroom anywhere, at a McDonald's or a mall or whatever. You walk into a public bathroom and the door is labeled with a bunch of signs. And the signs say stuff like, don't shit on the toilet seat. Don't pee into the sink. Do not fornicate. No unsolicited recordings. No food preparation, or, you know, stuff like that. Things that are just completely obvious and should be normal are yet rules in some spaces. It strikes me as odd sometimes, you know. And yeah, over the years I've kind of realized why it's done that way, but no, I can't even. Nope. Let's go with a little bit of Ember. Tired of looking at Folly. And I'm tired of looking at this one here, too. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Synapse. Hello, Daddy.
Otis has been interfacing with the Foundry's AI presets. You could say...
Does the streamer... So funny when you word it like that. Does the streamer have a favorite single-player game? I think... Currently, my favorite single-player game might be Cyberpunk. I think. Maybe. I have a lot of single-player games that I really enjoyed a lot, like The Last of Us, of course. But I think if I would pit anything against Cyberpunk, I think it would be... I would prefer Cyberpunk over everything else. By a hair, but still. Gaming is not even close to my top 5 priorities in life. I don't see gaming as a priority at all. It is something I like to do when I'm in the mood and when I have free time. That's all it is. It's not even on the list of priorities, you know. Wonder why those signs are there, huh? Well, I mean, Yoko, you too know damn well probably why rules like those exist in the first place, meticulously. Remember the Discord Dark Ages? Yes. Oh man. Oh please. Telling us not to write our names on the walls with our own poo. Nothing in winning IRL, much needed care, and if it affects either IRL or members, well, I gotta first advise said person. If said person explodes into a anger fit, yep, kicked. Legit. The way I see it is, like, for example, my streams. My only rule on the streams is don't be a dick. I don't see why we need to clarify any further. I don't feel like it is necessary to tell people not to jump on a stream and promote themselves, you know, some of like the obvious stuff, or not to jump on a stream and insult other people or be racist or whatever. I don't feel like that's stuff that you need to tell people. Like, show me one stream where that is encouraged and wanted. Fuck. And sure, I could put it up there as a rule, and sure, some people could and will and have in the past pulled a card. Well, it wasn't in the rules. It didn't say I couldn't use the N-word, as an example. Yeah, you could do that. But I choose to say, no, why overcomplicate things? If you have to question that, you don't belong here. Or, I don't want you here. It's just that plain and simple, right? Imagine, for whatever reason, people could just walk into your house. For whatever reason, they could just walk in and, you know, drink some water, leave, or do whatever they want and just go, right? So, and let's just assume for a moment you wouldn't mind too much either. But if somebody comes in and you have to tell these people not to piss on your couch and why it's bad, don't let them in the first place. Immediately get rid of them. Don't argue. Don't talk. Don't try to explain. You can't fix people that are that fucked up. Okay? Let them be fucked up someplace else. Okay? I may have gotten that a little bit from my time as a bouncer. I was a bouncer in a club for 2 years. And it's, imagine that, but IRL in your face. It's oh my god. Oh my god. No. You weren't? You don't think you were on the Discord yet? I don't know. I feel like you've been there for a very, very, very long time. I could be wrong, though. Dave the Diver's Peak? Or never played. Skyrim? Never played. They sort of cozy club with a bunch of clubs of people who know each other IRL. Yeah. Those are the best kinds. Making team synergy is definitely a big plus. Why overcomplicate things? Because laws must be explicit, not implicit. Maybe. Such a beautiful bunch of hilarious people, though. Yes, I am truly, truly blessed with you guys. I mean, no, I hate you guys. Disgusting, filthy, worthless, ugly freaks. No, but it's true. Yeah, I've very, very rarely felt like actually no, I don't think I've ever felt like my online circle, there are people around me, like right now you guys are here with me as well. It's like I'm surrounded by people somewhere, or everywhere pretty much online. I've never really felt like I'm in the wrong circle, or I have like the wrong people around me or something. Never really felt like that. Of course, one or two occasional morons or so, but that's only natural. The only difference between IRL and online is that IRL people tend to kind of hold back, but online they think they're safe and they can just get away with anything and just say whatever they want, which, I mean, they can, but to me, if you get online and start attacking people, you're immediately, in my brain, like, I'm glad that I have this kind of pre-installed, you're immediately disqualified, and I guess on the kind of like pathetic, I guess, because what I'm reading in my brain is translated into a chihuahua barking at a rhinoceros. Just like, come on, like, just come on, you know. So yeah, it's just whatever. It's about having common sense and being decent enough of a human being to not do or say anything dumb. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe he said my emote wheel. Your emote wheel for folly, you mean? Or oh, or you mean the actual emote wheel? Reset it. Oh, that's shit. You heard him. Unleash the temples. Oh my! Would you look at the time? Been in and off your Twitch multiple times for years now, and now realizing never joined your Discord. Wow. Wow, I see how it is. Feel free to do so if you want. Also, the hilarious bickering in a funny way when a mission fails in Warframe. Our members never point fingers, and we see it as a real loss, because in Warframe it's impossible to never progress. Fair. Yes. Ah, just joined it. Beautiful. Nice. Good. Well, I am going to go ahead and end stream. Today is a extracurricular stream. I spontaneously decided to go ahead and hop online because the opportunity presented itself, and I'm not going to work tomorrow because it's a holiday. And yeah, tomorrow I will stream again as every Friday. The normal time as usual, probably 6-ish. Probably 6-ish, my 6-ish p.m., which is 6 hours ago. So yeah, if you guys have some time and you're not doing anything with family tomorrow, maybe we'll see each other again. Yes, good night to you too, Baz. Thank you very much, Thumbsy. How will I join the clan? Oh, you meant to actually physically join our clan. Oh, are you in here? No, not at the moment.
Action.
There, like that. There, easy peasy. This was a nice stream. Thank you very much. Good night to you too. Not the type. We won't see it as a loss. Oh, okay. Well, that changes things slightly. That changes things slightly. Okay. Bitte, 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 bitte. Gerne. Right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of the night. And if you start any kind of Easter festivities tomorrow, then enjoy that as well. Try not to burst from food if possible. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then.